with
Okay.
you.
Uh-huh.
We can't. I used to publish the link to the Zoom, and
Yes.
then about two shows ago, we were interrupted by somebody who pretty much had figured out how to make it impossible for me to
Oh
shut
my
them down,
gosh.
and we had
Crazy.
to shut the whole show down in
Oh,
order to make it.
terrible.
Yeah, I know. I was very unhappy. So now, if somebody wants to come, hi Janet. If somebody wants to come, then I ask them to just DM me
Contact
on
you.
Facebook.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay, but in the meantime, I'll share the Facebook version of this with um, share to share now. Well, no, that is not what I wanted to do. Thank you. Um, share to a friend. Where is that? Oh, copy the link. All right, so um, this will take a second. I'm sorry. They've made it more difficult. Seth, you have it now, and Aaron, you will have it in a second, and this will be on your profile page. And okay, Aaron, you have it now too, and it's also on YouTube. But we like it so much better when people come here. Multi-speaker view, no, thank you. Um, okay, so welcome to Any Sunday Songwriters. I am so delighted to bring you the very best in quality singer-songwriters every time we have this show. I'm really excited about this one. Um, my, my guest from Albuquerque, I have to learn to say that in one breath. From Albuquerque is Seth Hoffman, who has been on this show before. The last time he was here, he was coming from India, and he got up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was so impressed to do this wonderful show. So, and why not? So, and my guest from Pennsylvania, somewhere in Pennsylvania where it hasn't snowed in 3 years, and finally they're getting some snow, which is just incomprehensible to me, is Aaron Nathan, who I met at Swarfa and was totally bowled over. I can't remember whether you had an official showcase or whether you had a showcase in our room, but yeah, this is good. I was very happy. So, with all that said, Aaron, why don't you take it away and tell people a little about yourself and sing us a song?
Thank you, Jan. Yeah, we met in Austin at the Southwest Regional Folk Alliance conference, and yeah, that was a blast. I'd never been to Austin before. I'd been to Kerrville a bunch of times, but never Austin. So yeah, I'm looking out my window here, and there's just a little bit of snow coming down. We were supposed to get 3 to 5 inches, and at this point, we'll be lucky to get one. But oh well. So anyway, greetings from Delaware County, Pennsylvania. We were one of those places they were watching very closely during the election. So depending upon your point of view, either you're welcome or I'm sorry. So anyway, this is a song, and you know, I'm going to be in Washington next weekend, doing a show. It's going to be through the Focus series in Gaithersburg, Maryland, just outside of Washington. I figured a show that close to the inauguration at a Jamaican restaurant, no less, would be something of a celebration. But the show must go on, right? Here we go. Anyway, this is a song called Carry a Tune. You see colors I don't, sounds I can't hear. You have a third eye and a fourth and fifth ear. You're in your own world, but then you appear like you've been there all along. You bounce to the beat that you hear in your head. You're wearing the words of old books that you read. You're bearing the scars of the life you fled. Won't you sing for me a song? Wherever you go, you carry a tune, weightless and wild, deep as the moon. And I wonder if I'll be seeing you soon. A neighborhood bar, a pen and a pad, a table for one, they're keeping your tab. You keep your hand moving in the back of a cab, and I wonder if you think of me. What I wouldn't give to climb into your head, to hear what you hear and to sing what you said. But I guess it's enough to watch you instead, and I'm thankful I can do that. Wherever you go, you carry a tune, weightless and wild, deep as the moon. And I wonder if I'll be seeing you soon. Wherever you go, you carry a tune. Wherever I go, I want to carry it too. And I wonder if I'll be seeing you soon. Concert for one, I'll pull up a chair. I will sit here and you can sit there. You open your lips and then you disappear into a song.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was really lovely.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, Phil.
Hey.
So, Seth, same thing.
ליותר משנה אחר כך בלי חזרה של תפות. אנחנו בזירה רגישה, מקלות בגלגלים.
Well, here's some Israeli news. Just trying to...
האמון בצדדים ככה נמוך. ועוד עושים כל מיני מהלכים.
היום יש הרבה חדשות טובות.
כל כך הרבה זמן עד שהגענו לנקודה הזאת.
All right.
Okay.
Beautiful song, Aaron. That was gorgeous.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for the introduction. Great to be with you.
Yes, tell us a little about yourself and...
Yes. Well, I'm
Yeah.
originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and then been Albuquerque's, New Mexico's been home. I lived for some years in Israel and some years in India, and now on my journey. Yeah, it's great to see you, Philippa. I met my wonderful wife in Israel, who is from India, and we had our little sweet child in India. Now we're all back here in Albuquerque, and yeah, music's been a good constant along the way. Yeah. All right. Well, this song is called "Everybody's Got Something," and it's actually in town. I do a show on public access where I interview different people who are living inspiring lives, and this is the theme song. It's called "Everybody's Got Something," especially you. Everybody's got something that nobody else has got. Everybody, you're the only one. Everybody's got something that's just your style. Everybody's got something that makes you smile. Everybody's got something that makes you laugh. Ha ha! Everybody's got something you want but don't have. And oh, la da 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 da. Oh, ah cha cha cha. Everybody's got something that brings you pain. Ow. Everybody's got something that keeps you sane. Everybody's got something that quenches your thirst. Everybody's got something that makes you burst. No, la da 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 da. Oh, ah cha cha cha. Everybody's got something how you get in your flow. Everybody's got something that lets you let go. Everybody's got something that you live for. Everybody's got something that you would die for. And oh, la da 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 da. Oh, ah cha cha cha. Everybody's got something, your own special gift. Everybody's got something, the way that you lift. Everybody's got something you were put here to do. Everybody's got something, you're the only you. And oh, la da 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 da. Oh, ah cha cha cha. 'Cause everybody's got something and nobody else has got. Everybody, you're the only one. Everybody's got something and nobody else has got. Everybody, you're the only one. All right.
Marvelous.
All right, and I'll try to turn my signal down if it was a little loud there. Sorry if it was a little loud there. But that show you can check out on my YouTube channel, Seth Hoffman Music, and it's called Everybody's Got Something, and interview teachers, musicians, poets, dancers, all kinds.
And you do this on PBS?
It's a public access, like a local public access channel,
okay.
but then it goes on to YouTube afterwards. So it's on here in town it's like channel 27, but then it gets put onto YouTube, so all the episodes are there, and eventually it'll be a podcast, however that happens. But,
yeah, that's great.
yeah, so if any of you are
idea.
visiting Albuquerque, I'd love to have you on the show.
That could happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take it away now. I'm Jan Seides, and I am the founder and host for this show. And I wrote this song. I'm really not sure why or how. I remember my daughter came out while I was working on it, and she said, "What is that?" And my answer was, "I don't know." So here it is. Maybe someday there will be another one just like it. Who knows? Where are all the Gretas and Marlenas and all the Mae Wests? Where are they? No one tells the boys, come up and see me sometime. That's all out of style nowadays. But I still long for old-time steamy romance in satin gowns and stockings with seams, and men that wear trench coats and fedora hats. I wish they'd bring that all back, 'cause I want to be a femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. I want to whistle like Bacall and have 'em all eating from my hand. They put me on a pedestal, competing for my glance. I want to be a femme fatale. I want to be a vamp. Though I am a liberated woman, sometimes I'd prefer to be a tease. And when I see those starlets with eyes come hither soft, I could pull that off, it seems to me. See? And men would buy me clothes and bring me jewelry and open doors and pull me out a seat and then stand by politely until I'd sit, enjoy my sparkling wit, a little risque repartee with a femme fatale. I wanna be a bam. I wanna be the party doll that upsets all their other plans. I know it isn't fashionable, but it's so elegant. I wanna be a femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. Dietrich and Davis, they had it made. Mansfield and Monroe, hey, where'd they all go? Well, the women we admire now in the movies are all doctors and lawyers and chiefs. They don't flutter their lashes or swing their hips. They don't pout their lips or sit on anyone's knee. And if they're in some older profession, they've all been reformed by Act 3. They've given up their cigarettes and champagne. I guess we've come a long way, but I sure miss the day of the femme fatale. I wanna be a vamp. I wanna give the boys the eye and call some guy my honey lamb. I'd have 'em all in a spell. I'd have 'em in a trance. If I was a femme fatale, I would be sensational. I wanna be a vamp. And I completely lost my earbuds, so I can't hear a thing. Hold on. There.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I thought when the first one fell out, I thought, oh, well, I've got another. And then the second one fell out. Oh, well. So we will just keep doing that round and round until we have to stop, which could be never.
Well, eventually we'll run out of songs. But
that's probably true.
We'll just play them again.
Never.
We'll make them up on the spot.
We could do that. That could be interesting.
So back to you, Aaron.
All right. Well, thank you. That was a great song. I love that. So let's see. The topic is things old and from a previous generation. So this is a song about a family doctor who was born in Poland in 1885 and died in New Jersey in 1957. And in between, he delivered 20,000 babies, including my mother and my grandmother, and a bunch of aunts, uncles, and cousins. But he wasn't just an obstetrician. He made house calls. If you were in Paterson, New Jersey, and you had a medical issue, you didn't call the doctor. You called Dr. Jolson. So this is a song called Dr. Jolson's Bag, about Dr. Morris Jolson. Move my hand here. Wires everywhere. How's the sound? Good. Calling Dr. Jolson, the baby's got the flu. We've nursed him with the bottle now, there's nothing we can do. And since outside there's driving snow, we're stuck in here for sure. I almost lost my hope when there's a knock upon the door. He smiles, but he stays bundled up. The coal stove is unlit. He walks up to the cradle and he opens up his kit. And soon the baby's quiet, he's all swaddled in a rag. whatever magic potion came from Dr. Jolson's bag. We're grateful, Dr. Jolson, for the effort and the time, but I'm sorry to report that we have barely got a dime. We've just arrived in Patterson by Alexander's Falls. You helped us birth this child, though you did not know us at all. He smiles, it's not a problem. I know that you can bake. Don't worry about the money, you can pay me with a cake. And then the 3-year-old comes toddling out and says he wants a snack. Who'd have known that there was candy inside Dr. Jolson's bag? That's so kind, Dr. Jolson, but my husband can't get hired. We can't afford to heat the stove, much less get the dough to rise. He says that you can take your time, just get that baby well. I was once in your position and I was grateful for the help. This child is the beginning, our story's just begun. This child is a first generation Pattersonian. He'll learn to serve his country and his community as well. This child shall share the privileges of Hamilton himself. He takes one last look at the baby and says he has to go. And from my window I can see him disappear into the snow. What's that beneath the ashtray? I see a splash of green. From $1, Mr. Hamilton is staring back at me. And a little vial of medicine is sitting by the crib, with handwritten instructions telling us how much to give. As I shake my head in wonder, as I pat the baby's back, I am grateful for the blessings inside Dr. Jolson's bag. I'm grateful for the blessings inside Dr. Jolson's bag.
Lovely.
Dr. Jolson.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Oh,
My son, my 3-year-old is here, and he said beautiful. He's listening.
all
I
right.
heard him.
Ask him if he wants some candy. It might be in
Shane,
the bag.
would you like some candy?
Oh, that would make my teeth go.
Oh, he said it might give his teeth cavities.
Well, then we're not going to do that. Not going to do that.
But Shane, what about all the candy you have been eating? Those ones were okay.
No,
Aaron, do you have that? Your guitar is such a beautiful tone. Do you have like like a alternate tuning or something?
Oh, yeah, this was Dadgad.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'm gonna attempt a song with a harmonica here, a la Bob Dylan, and hopefully it won't be too loud. I'll play it quiet, so it
So
doesn't.
it doesn't make my ear too loud, Dad.
Exactly, Shane. You're right. All right. All right. Well, this song is called. For any of you who've ever been to see the redwood, anyone here ever see the redwood forest? Those mighty redwood trees. So this is a tribute to that, and the idea of that dilemma of having a nice, safe life and being in one place, or the unknown of being on the road and adventures and all these sorts of things. This is called Redwood Memories. Take me all the way to the deep blue sea. Baby, now take me to where the trees grow so high, so high. Take me to that place where I long to be. Maybe when I get there I can learn to fly. Well, I sit here alone as my thoughts begin to roam, drifting far away from home, I don't know where. Then I feel something inside I no longer want to hide. Just take a look outside and you'll find me there. So take me all the way to the deep blue sea. Baby, now take me to where the trees grow so high, so high. Take me to that place where I long to be. Maybe when I get there I can learn to fly. I don't know where I'll end up when the sun comes up. I'm in no hurry to grow up, don't you agree? 'Cause when you get a little older, you've got to be a little bolder, and the world seems a little colder, too cold for me. So take me all the way to the deep blue sea. Baby, now take me to where the trees grow so high, so high. Take me to that place where I long to be. Maybe when I get there I can learn to fly. 'Cause it don't matter anymore if we're rich or if we're poor. As long as life's no bore, then it's alright. 'Cause I don't think that I can take it, and I'll be damned if I should fake it. You know I just might make it if I hold on tight. So take me all the way to the deep blue sea. Take me to where the trees grow so high, so high. Take me to the place where I long to be. Maybe when I get there I can learn to fly. So I'll be on my way from the night on through the day. I don't know where I'll stay, but I don't care, because I'll be so free and answer only to me. But oh, the things we'll see when we're everywhere. So take me all the way to the deep blue sea. Baby, now take me to where the trees grow so high, so high. Take me to that place where I long to be. Maybe when I get there I can learn to fly. So if you're sitting there alone and your thoughts begin to roam, drifting far away from home, I don't know where, and you feel something inside you no longer want to hide, just take a look outside and you'll find me there. So take me all the way to the deep blue sea. Baby, now take me to where the trees grow so high, so high. Take me to that place where I long to be. Maybe when I get there I can learn to fly. Just take a look outside and you'll find me there.
Wonderful. And Nancy, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah,
Yep, sounds like a family band to me.
that's right.
That's why.
You gonna go on the road with your dad?
Shane, you gonna come on the road? Are we gonna go on the road together?
That's the shop
Yeah?
of pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's ready. He loves it. All right.
We have a Shane in our family too, but she's my 10-year-old granddaughter. So, more about her later, I'm sure. So you triggered the song with this song with two of your lyric lines, and you'll see why in a minute. I'm ready to see sights I've never seen before. Already packed my bags and I'm headed out the door. Ready to feel sunshine and cool mountain breezes, to travel foreign lands with white sand beaches or both. Fly me away. I'm ready to hear songs I've never heard before, with didgeridoos or alpine horns, to revel in the sound that makes me want to dance and fill my soul with fire and help me take my chance to go. Fly me away, fly me away, fly me away. Take me to a place where everything is new, a place where I can stay and play a while or two. I'm ready. Hey, fly me away. I'm ready to meet friends I've never met before, with unfamiliar smiles and untold stories, to tell them of their plans and tell me of their dreams, and share a meal or two and meet their families. Let's go. Fly me away, fly me away, fly me away. Take me to a place where everything is new, a place where I can play and stay a while or two. I'm ready. Hey, fly me away. New flavors, new sounds, new feelings all around. Outward bound, fly me away. Fly me away. Take me to a place where everything is new, a place where I can play and stay a while or two. I'm ready. Yeah. Hey, fly me away. Fly me away. Fly me away. There I go. Thank you. Didn't lose either earbud this time. Thanks.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I thought you were going to fly away at the end of the song. I thought you'd use some effect and
I
just...
keep hoping.
That'll be the next Zoom, the
Yeah.
next update.
Yeah, I'll just kind of lift up and drift away.
AI. Nice. You know, the place that you're describing sounds a lot like Austin to me. Because, you know, I flew away to a place that was new, and I was surrounded by friends old and new, and I discovered it. And
Austin's like that, especially at a Folk Alliance event.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. The first time I went to National, there were at least 3,000 people there. I may not be exaggerating. And they were all musicians, and we all sat down at various times and played and sang together. It was so much fun.
Yeah. It's such a fun city, you know. It's like the moment you walk off the plane, the party begins. It was like live music right there in the airport. I had to laugh.
And we were the ones who originated that. And in fact, I know the very people who originated that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I'd love to hear that story sometime.
I'll be happy to tell it. Maybe not right now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Well, great song.
Thanks.
My turn. So, every couple of years, every like 5 years or so, I have there was a fellow that I was born talking about Paterson, New Jersey. That's where I was born. Not from Dr. Jolson. He'd been gone for a while before I was born, but in the same hospital, maybe the same room he practiced in. And one day, my mother and another pregnant woman arrived in labor at the hospital, and the other woman went in, gave birth, and left, and they smiled at each other on the way out. And my mom went in, and about 12 hours later, I was born. So I guess I was just kind of hanging on. But anyway, this fellow and I have been friends for a while, and we meet every 5 years. We're birthday buddies. We meet every 5 years, and I around my 40th, our 40th, we talked a lot about my daughter who is she just turned 18, and she's a wonderful singer and dancer, and she's very autistic, lovely person, and we bonded a lot over. I just talked and he listened for a while, and we had the same conversation at 45. When we met for our 50th, he did most of the talking because he had a situation that came up in his own life that was fascinating. And when it was over, I just got in the car and I thought, okay, that's a song. So, and this is the song that got me into Kerrville New Folk this past year. So this is called Transition. Where the sea met the sand, you asked, are we still on land? Seagulls danced as we splashed along the foam. Questions swirled in your eyes as we walked against the tide, where no fish could swim and no plant could grow. Girl, the shoreline has no clean division, not when everything is always in transition. 6 p.m. I heard you say, Daddy, is it night or day? As a purple sun faded through the trees. End of day, start of night. When does God turn out the light? And how will I know when that moment comes? Time, love, does not move with such precision. Not when everything is always in transition. It's the start of a cold front, it's the end of a cold. When did you get so grown up? When did I get so old? Yeah, I learned the laws of nature like I read them in a book. Oh, but now you found transitions in a place I never looked. When you cut your hair and changed your name, I smiled and said that's just a phase. But you hung your head and said that isn't true. I always dreamed you'd be a bride, but you felt something else inside. And now I see you wondering if my love is changing too. Please be patient. I'm trying to talk less than listen. My heart and mind are also in transition. Everything is always in transition.
Wow, Aaron.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah. That trip to Kerrville was well deserved.
Ah, thanks. That means a lot.
Sometimes it's good. It's a good thing for songs because there's sometimes no other way to get things out than through a song.
Oh yeah, yeah. That contest kind of challenged me to not write the song, but record it in a way that other people could hear it. So I think it really helped develop it and get it to a point where it was out in the world.
We had a conversation this morning here, myself and somebody who is in New Jersey, and the gist of it was the reason that we keep doing what we're doing, despite whatever challenges we might have to face, is so that others will know they're not alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I know that it's a tough time for anybody who doesn't fit a certain mold. Mm-hmm. So my heart goes out to them.
Beautiful.
All right, Seth.
All right. Well, this is a song about we used to have a local paper in town called the Alibi, and it was the coolest thing. This was back before we looked on the internet to see which bands were playing and what movies were out and all these things. And it was just kind of this one paper called the Alibi, and it was just such a great thing. And so I wrote a song about it, and I was not because of this, but I thought, maybe this paper will get behind this song. And then I came back from being away, and I kept trying to contact them, and turns out this paper doesn't even exist anymore. Such a cool paper called the Alibi. I guess everyone just gets their stuff online, but anyways, the song still came, and the song originated when I first moved to town many years ago. People would ask me, they'd say, hey man, do you have an alibi? And I thought, what a strange question. I don't even know you. You're asking me if I have an alibi for what? This and that. And then eventually I learned, of course, it's the newspaper. But this is a little, if you ever come to Albuquerque, some of the stuff will make more sense, but you can kind of use your imagination. It's called Alibi. As in, do you have an alibi? Yeah, Shane, you can sing along on that part. Let's try it. Do you have an alibi for me? Here's how it goes. When I first moved to town and someone would say, what's going on in Albuquerque today? I didn't respond, I was a bit shy. Then they asked me if I had an alibi. Thought that's a little strange just because none of your beeswax where I was. With a huff and a hiss, they'd reply, don't you know the local paper's called the Alibi? And do you have an alibi for me? And do you have an alibi for me. Well, eventually I did have an alibi, and it said, say, well, yes, I do. What you wanna know? Which band is playing and where's the show? Do I need a ticket? And what's the cover? Turn to the back page if you wanna find a lover. Was it love at first sight? Could it be true? Turn to the part called I Saw You. I think you saw me too. That other day at Trader Joe's, we were both looking for tomatoes. And do you have an alibi for me? And do you have an alibi for me? Well, you wanna see a movie? What's playing at the Guild? Whatever happened to the bus thing they're gonna build? How are they doing the isotopes? Do they even still have the horoscopes? I know it's not all truth and fact, maybe not scientifically backed, but it's fun to peruse. Give them a read and maybe inspire to plant a seed. And do you have an alibi for me? And do you have an alibi for me? Well, hey now, what's this? They got a whole new section called cannabis with baked goods and new strains, incredible edibles across the plains. Said, who's the champ? The best of Berkey? Where can I get the best local beef jerky? Said, you really got a paper? Well, that's divine, cause these days most folks get everything online. Do you have an alibi for me? And do you have an alibi for me? When I first moved to town, someone would say, what's going on in Albuquerque today? And I didn't respond, I was a bit shy. Then they asked me if I had an alibi. I thought, that's a little strange, just because none of your beeswax where I was. With a huff and a hiss, they'd reply, don't you know the local paper's called the Alibi? And do you have an alibi for me? Ready, one more time, ready? Do you have an alibi for me? There it is.
Wonderful.
So if you ever see someone from Albuquerque, say, I miss your old paper, The Alibi.
Beautiful, Shaq.
Oh, thank you, Shane.
That's a great song.
Yeah, it is.
That's a great song, Shaq.
Thank you, Shane.
Well, I'm not sure. I can't call this my alibi, but it is about changes and vanity. High in the desert, the night winds blow cold, just as they've always done. But the day's hot and still, as if it always will be. Nothing changes 'neath the sun. There's nothing new 'neath this one. So we smooth out a place, we draw our own faces and paint them with shining colors. And there in the desert, we claim to make a stand. It's a beautiful sand picture. sea, you can feel the world breathing and watch as the waters change. But here on the shore, our great deeds we record, and our victories we proclaim, and pretend that those glories remain. We carve out a square, build our histories there, and paint them with shining colors. And here on the land, that all looks so well planned, but again, it's just sand pictures. And then the winds rise, the sun sinks so fast, in comes the tide. So much for kings and castles. Though we've conquered the sky and built towers so high and flaunted our shining colors, here on the earth we feel noble and worthy, but still only sand pictures. We are beautiful sand pictures, and in the end we return to sand. Thank you. Not the cheeriest of thoughts, but nevertheless.
Yeah, very evocative.
Thanks.
Sand.
Beautiful.
Love the sense of place. Very rich. I saw some sand yesterday. I just took a one-day vacation. I went to Asbury Park and went to the Stone Pony, hoping Bruce would show up, but he didn't. He did show up to the show last night in Red Bank, but everybody knew that would happen. He does an annual fundraiser, so a bunch of shows around here called Light of Day. Anyway, great tune. So let's see. This is these internet shows are good for breaking in new and newish songs. This one falls into the category of newish. I wrote it about 2-3 years ago, and I barely played it.
Do I get to say funny it doesn't look newish?
You can if you want. Yeah.
It's half newish.
Half newish, yes. This song has not had its B'nai Mitzvah. It hasn't had its well, I don't want to go there. Anyway, it's I don't really have a pattern for this song yet, so I'm just gonna play. I think it feels about right for this week. So it's called Single Line Letter. If I could sit down, write a note to my younger self, I wouldn't have that much to say. Some things are better off withheld. If I could spill the secrets of everything that would come to be, if I could introduce myself to my younger me, I wouldn't change much. It isn't because I'm so content, but I'd lose the memory of the pain and everything that meant. Don't try to save me, I'm keeping it together. All I've got for you is a single line letter. Says it's gonna get worse before it gets better. When I was a young boy, we used to move from town to town, the smell of new paint, watching them lay new carpet down, trying to blend in and try to observe more than I talk, but somehow they'd find me cowering underneath my rock. I'd sit and daydream, look ahead to that far-off day. There'd be no more boxes left to see, and I could find my way. You don't want to know, boy. The road goes on forever. All I've got for you is the single line letter. Says it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Ooh. Na 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 na, na 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 na. There's the horizon. Yes, you can squint, but you can't touch. I know you're hungry, but don't be the boy who knew too much. I don't want to scare you, and I know we all can use some help, but there's only one way. You've got to find that road yourself. I'll spare you the cheap talk. I know you go against the grain. Clearing the path, you'll find some thorns. Lean into the pain, let it move through you. We'll wear our scars like a sweater. All I've got for you is a single line letter. Says it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Na 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 na, na 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 na.
Heck yeah, that's a winner. That's a
Oh,
keeper.
thank you.
That
Good.
song just might take you to many places. That song,
Oh, that's sweet of you. Thank you.
incredible. Wow. When did? Can you tell us a little more about
Oh,
when you wrote that?
boy. Well, I mean, if Nancy's still on here, this is, I do most of my writing in February. So this was maybe in 2022, and we were still kind of just beginning to come out of COVID. So we
Was
didn't
it
quite.
like the instrumentally led or lyrically led? Out of
Oh,
curiosity.
boy. You know, I don't remember.
Just happened. Happened how it was meant to happen.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that.
Well, gorgeous.
Thanks.
That's that song's gonna go around. I think that song's got
good.
For
some.
February is album writing month.
February album writing lunch, with which, by the way, is coming right up. So
Yep.
if you feel like being part of a warm songwriting community and writing a lot of songs, FAWM.org, not com.
Marvelous.
You don't want to go to that one.
Yeah.
But FAWM.org.
Marvelous. Wonderful song.
Thanks.
All right.
Did you? You bought com? Now I can't use the joke anymore. All right.
All right. Well, sometimes I write songs to remind myself of things, like some advice, like you remember some good advice. So this song is called "Stay Calm" because sometimes I'm not always calm, and it rarely helps to be stressed out, even though, if I'm driving late to somewhere, as much as I might be stressed, it's like, all right, stay calm. So maybe the song can be of help, even though I still have to keep learning this lesson. stay calm. Don't worry, what's on the horizon? Still a little blurry. We can hope and pray that things will turn out well. But in the end, as we know, only time will tell. So stay calm. Don't worry, what's on the horizon is still a little blurry. In these crazy times we might feel scared, a little uncertain and unprepared. Take a deep breath, let it out real slow, then wink at your fears and let them go and stay calm. Don't worry, what's on the horizon is still a little blurry. The past is over, the future may not arrive, so let's be here now. It's a miracle just to be alive and stay calm. Don't worry, what's on the horizon is still a little blurry. Accept the things we cannot change, change the things we can. As we recognize the difference, you know all the rest is out of our hands. And stay calm. Don't worry, what's on the horizon is still a little blurry. Oh, where do we come from and where will we go? Why are we here, does anyone know? Stress and regret don't do any good. It's probably better if we could just stay calm. Don't worry, what's on the horizon is still a little blurry. We knew we were only visiting from the very start. As long as we're here, let's live our dreams and follow our heart and stay calm. Don't worry, what's on the horizon is still a little blurry. Stay calm. Stay calm. Stay calm.
Beautiful sound.
Oh, thank you, Shane.
Yeah, that lesson doesn't seem to be permanent.
Thank you.
Oh boy, yeah. I wish I could do that.
Yeah,
Me too.
It's hard.
Me too.
It's
Me
hard,
too.
but it's a great tune.
Thank you.
it is. So before we move on, I have a couple of burning questions. So, Aaron, where are you going to be playing next, and where can people find you online?
Well, let's see. So I'm going to be my duo, Aaron Nathans and Michael G. Ronstadt. And of course, Michael is a cellist who is also a wonderful songwriter. He's a master of all instruments. He played 33 instruments on our last album. So, yeah, we're going to be. We have a very busy spring. We're going to be in Florida in a couple weeks at the South Florida Folk Festival. Next weekend we'll be at the Focus Music Series in Washington, D.C., Gaithersburg, Maryland. That'll be on Saturday. And that show will be live streamed. So any of you, if you can't get enough, feel free to buy a virtual ticket. You got to pay for that one.
Put the ticket link in the
Sure.
chat. Yeah.
I will. And we'll be in this spring going to Wakefield, Mass., Columbus, Ohio, Chicago, and of course here in Philly. So lots to do.
Marvelous. And people can find you online at?
Either aaronnathans.com or nathansandronstadt.com.
Okay.
Thank you, Jen.
Sure. And Seth, how about you? Where are you going to be playing next, and where can people find you online?
Let's see. Well, online, probably YouTube is the best. I have my YouTube channel, Seth Hoffman Music. I've got lots of songs, music videos, and different interviews. But lots of things are on YouTube. and then Spotify and all those other things where you can hear music, and gradually we get a couple pennies trickling in from that. But and then just around town, and some of the different breweries and some of the music series I have around here, and um, some senior community places just here and there. But YouTube, I'd always recommend that, is just because there's a lot, a good variety of things on there, and even some things with my little son Shane joining me on some songs as well too.
Marvelous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can find me at janseides.com, and it's spelled the way you see it in my little cell here. And the next one of these shows will be on March 9th, and it will be with Stephanie Fix and someone else that I apparently have not yet put on my calendar. But if you'd like to know more about these shows or about any other doings I might be doing, I know this coming Tuesday, I will be on the Folk Project, which I'm very honored to be
wow.
part of.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm real excited about it, and we just did the stream test today, so we're good to go. And it will start at what did he say? At 7 p.m. But you can find the ticket link at. Let me read this off to you, and I will put it in the chat. Where is it? Oh, well, just look on folkproject.org, and they will lead you right to it. It will be amazing. But like I say, if you would like to be on this email list so that you know about all the shows and all the possibilities, then just put your email in the chat and a little note about why you did that so that I'll know to put you on the list. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody again. So I'm going to change the pace a little bit and do a love song because why not, right? If I had it to do over, a mulligan for all of those mistakes, maybe I would take it slower and think about the reasons I should wait for the other shoe. But then I wouldn't be with you. If I had it to do over, a second chance to turn and walk away from all the careless promises and all the times my trust was betrayed, 'cause I didn't have a clue. But then I wouldn't be with you. You are the reason I still believe a guardian angel watches over me. So if I had it to do over, an opportunity that few receive, I could be lying here tonight, dreaming dreams that probably would never come true. So I wouldn't follow through, because then I wouldn't be with you. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Well, Andy knows who that's for.
When was it written?
A couple of months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Well done.
Gorgeous. Nice going, Andy. Inspiring that song.
Let's go.
More than just that one.
Yeah.
He's your muse.
Yes.
Oh boy. Opportunity cost. All right. Well, I'm gonna do a song. This is a first time song. I'd say it's new. It's kind of a. I wouldn't say it's a love song per se, but it's kind of in that vein. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about this other than I wrote it a year ago in February, and I brought it to my my local songwriting group, just last week, because I figured, the moment you have like a year after you write these songs to really grab onto them, or they because once you write 14 more songs, you just want to play with the new toys. So this is brand new. I've got the words in front of me. Forgive me if I mess up a lyric or something. If I didn't want you to like me, if you didn't hold my soul right in your hands, I could simply walk away, wouldn't care anyway if I'm on your mind. If I didn't want you to like me, if I didn't crave your approval, if your badass blessing didn't mean a thing, I could roam through the day, my thoughts never chained to your refusal. If I didn't crave your approval, your magnetic appeal, your nerves thick as steel, it's a gravity draw. And when I'm in your orbit, I feel a little bigger, how I want to belong. If I felt your smile didn't feed me, I could go get fed some other way. And I could finally know that it's okay to go, 'cause you don't see me. If I knew your smile didn't feed me. Ooh, ooh. I wish that I could dare to no longer care, but I don't want to. I don't want to. If you hadn't cast me as an extra, I might not feel as bitter as I am. Could I walk off the set? Well, it's easier said than done. You excite me. Oh, how I want you to like me. Ooh, ooh.
was marvelous.
Thank you. First time.
And who was that written to? Someone in particular? You?
I imagine so, yeah. But I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's okay. You just sang about it.
Yes.
All right. Oh, I like those hearts coming out of there.
I don't actually mean to do that. I'm not sure I understood exactly
like
how you monitor all this, but it was still meaningful and well intended.
I loved the last verse with all the theater or TV metaphors. If you hadn't cast me as an extra, that is such a wonderful line.
Thanks.
All right. Well, this is one of these. I'm gonna play one of those songs that sometimes you write a song when you're having a tough time in life, and the only outlet you have is to write a song. And so this was some years ago when I was at a real tough place, and it's amazing how sometimes untangling it in a song can be some of the best therapy you can do. And then you always worry, okay, well, every time I play it, am I going to relive that? But it doesn't. It's like, how when you hear other people's song about hardships, like I think Aaron, you said that it makes us feel okay for when we have our hard times. It's nothing so wrong with us for having a hard time. So this is called I'm a Basket Case. It's called I'm a Basket Case. I'm a basket case, I'm losing this race. My mind is running in circles and circles in my head down this trail. See where it leads and make a heads or tails of glory, of courage. Don't mean to demean, I only want to encourage justice, 'cause it's not just us. Thousands of names for God, what makes us think ours is the right one and only. Treating people this way has got to get a little lonely, so lonely. I know we all get a little bit lonely. Do 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 do. I've been up all through the night, I think my mind won't mellow. 1,000,000 miles a minute and I feel like jello than I've ever felt before. I can't go on this way anymore, planting my roots just to pull them out. Pretend it doesn't hurt, trying not to shout. Emotions like the oceans and the motions of everything. I'm a feather in the weather, all together we sing. I'm a basket case, I'm losing this race. My mind is running in circles and circles. I'm a basket case, I'm losing this race. My mind is running in circles and circles. I'm a basket case, I'm losing this race. My mind is running in circles and circles in my head.
Beautiful, sweetie.
Thank you,
Oh
Jen.
my God, I have so been there.
Yes. Unfortunately, I think
know
you
that.
can't relate. I wish you couldn't relate, but I'm sure you can.
Yeah. So after the election, I was not writing at all. I was speechless. I didn't really know what to say. But then about 2 weeks later, a member of my family, well, not that person, but the person they just married, who is in transition, and at the wedding, that person's parents showed up and were completely unsupportive. And they posted on Facebook in all their anguish, and one of the cousins from the other side of that part of the family commented, "You still have a family, you have us, and you can lean on us." And I thought, there you go. That's what I want to say about where we are now. So this was the result. My niece's wife thinks nobody knows the agony they're going through. People say that's the life they chose. Their sort of love cannot be true. They've cut their ties with family. Lost some lifelong friends. Now they believe that in their corner is only them. My best friend's child thinks nobody shares the burden she carries in this world. People tell her that's her cross to bear, 'cause she's got 2 strikes, black and girl. They tell her that's just the way it is, she should move on. Now she thinks she needs an army, but she has none. And maybe you feel the same. Maybe you think folks are just gaming you. Maybe they don't care as much as they say they do, as you want them to. But we can lean on the ones who love us. There's gonna be some that we can trust, so we can lean on the ones that love us. And you can lean on me. Oh, you can lean on me. My brother's wife lies awake all night, wondering what trouble they might face, 'cause her parents crossed that borderline when they brought their children to the States. She's anxious for her family, not sure who's a friend. Now she thinks she better be careful, 'cause so much depends. And maybe you feel the same. Maybe you feel folks are just gaming you. And maybe they don't care as much as they say they do, as you need them to. But we can lean on the ones who love us, 'cause there's gonna be some that we can trust. And we can lean on the ones who love us. And you can lean on me. Yes, you can. Lean on the ones who love us, 'cause there's gotta be some that we can trust. And you can lean on the ones that love us. You can lean on me, and I will lean on you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh boy. Wow. It's a great song.
Thank you.
It's
We all need to hear that one.
that's right.
Well, that was what struck me when her cousin said it. Is like, God, we all need to hear that now.
We just thank you, Lisa, for being here.
Yeah.
It means a lot to us.
It's nice to meet you, Lisa.
Nice to meet all of you, and thank you so much for including us all in this lovely community, and hope to see everybody soon.
Of course. Okay.
But we're
see
not
you soon.
done yet. There's more to come.
Yeah, that's you know, it's different when it's somebody in your family. You know, it's political. It's you know, it's a story. But when you know somebody, that really changes things. So I loved hearing that. Thank you, Jan. So somewhere around here, I have a copy of the book Dylan Goes Electric. I forget the name of the author, but it was the book that they based the movie off of. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the movie, A Complete Unknown, which I guess we've all, speaking about leaning on, I think ever since the election we've leaned a lot on that movie to have something to talk about other than politics. So I actually wrote a song based off of that same book. It was a while back. It was in 2013, 2014. And it kind of hit me a different way than I think the movie did. I think the movie focused more on Dylan and the moment, and I based this more on Pete Seeger and about the relationships that Bob Dylan had made and then suddenly severed. So here's the song I haven't played in a long time, but I've got to get it ready to play this spring because it's suddenly topical again. This is called If I Had an Axe. We come here every summer to rise in song as one, to sing the songs of freedom as we sit out in the sun, to push the movement forward, passed down from me to you. And through those big old speakers, we'll hear you speak your truth. I am listening. If I had an axe, I'd cut that cord. What is that awful sound? Everyone who cheered you is gonna run you out of town. You seem to be determined to push everyone away. Now all I can do is let you go your own way. You sang of Medgar Evers in the Mississippi sun, a field of black kids gathered and a few white men with guns. In the picture I'm behind you, leaning in, my eyes are closed, and I could swear I saw the future behind that microphone. I am listening. If I had an axe, I'd cut that cord like you cut me away. One moment I'm your father, the next I'm your mistake. It seems that you're determined to leave wreckage in your wake. Now all I can do is let you go your own way. Phil Oakes and Tom Paxton, you cut 'em off like your home state. You even cut off Joni Baez like you cut off your old name. I'm out among the people. I see they've set your stage at an old minor league ballpark. I doff my cap and wave, but for you the crowd is screaming. I can't make out what you say. I had to buy a ticket, but it's good to see your face and hear your music. If I had an axe, I'd cut this silence, help you find some joy. They put you on a pedestal, but I know you're still that scared little boy, hoping somebody would listen to what you have to say. It's because I love you that I let you go your way.
Beautiful.
That was lovely.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
You guys are really warming my heart, I have to say.
Well, you know, if I can warm your heart with a song about an axe, that's
There you go. You
That's
got
a
it.
compliment
You did
indeed.
the job.
thank you.
All right. Well, this is a song that I commonly sing to help my little boy go to sleep. I wrote it years before he was born, but he always, when it's time to go to sleep, he'll say, "Play Grain of Salt." It's the name of the song. And maybe he'll even sing some backup on it.
Like me, I love to
Yeah,
walk and sleep.
Yep. I'll carry him on my shoulder and he'll whisper in my ear, say, "Daddy, sing Grain of Salt." Here we go. And it has nothing to do with Seattle.
And also the introduction.
Yes. All right, you want to play the introduction?
Yeah.
'Cause we were raised to be skeptical, take everything with a grain of salt. These days it seems everything's electrical. Is that somebody's fault? Take a load off your shoulders. You always think you're the one to blame. 'Cause when you get a little older, becomes a different kind of game, where no one loses and no one wins. A whole new kind of story begins with a whole new setting and a whole new cast. It's happening at last, and do-do-do-do, boom, 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 boom. Do-do-do-do-do, boom, 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 boom. Do-do-do-do, boom, 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 boom. Do-do-do-do. Well, be sure and tell me how it ends up. If it's half empty or full, that's debatable. Depends what's in the cup. But for now and always, I've only tried to do good, to make the world a little brighter. You know I've done the best I could. What I hope for you and everyone, you spend a whole lot of your life having fun. What's your very favorite thing to do? What's exciting to you? Do-do-do-do, boom, 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 boom. Do-do-do-do-do, boom, 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 boom. Doo, doo, doo. Boom, 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 boom. Doo, doo, doo. Something I will sing that I've found all around it helps to show respect. What you put out in the world comes back to you as you might expect. There's only so much that you can say. The reaching and the teaching happen in the way you move and you communicate. How you love and how you hate. How you treat your fellow man and a lady. The little ones will see. Observations through generations. It's how we've come to be. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom. Do do. Thank you
So
very much.
Aaron just texted me that he got kicked out and he's trying to get back in.
I
But
hope he's not talking about his apartment.
No, he's talking about the
I
Zoom.
know.
Dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kicked
And-
out. That's
I'm not sure what to tell him here. But let's see. I will send him the link via text. Oops, copy link. How nice. All right. And see if that helps him any. Sorry about the typing. So I'm going to do a song I wrote from a prompt, and it's completely apropos of nothing. But here it is. Anyway, this was the song by which I learned that I am really unable to do what's expected of me. So the prompt was tiger. Oops. And it was because, hey, Aaron. It was because it was the year of the tiger. So I knew what they were expecting, but I could not give it to them. Life, you know? So this is what they got instead. Oops. Oh dear. Sorry.
I don't know what happened just now. Did everybody get kicked out, or was it just me?
No, it was just you, dear.
Okay. Okay.
I was like, he left. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
He
Sorry, I
left
missed your
us.
song.
I thought the snow came in really heavy and it took out all the signals or something.
Which
Yeah,
could
something
happen.
happened. I couldn't get back on for about 2 minutes, but I'm back.
Good to have you back. You were missed.
You were missed.
Thank you.
It's better now that you're here.
Whoops. I hear you cheering for me out there. I know I'm elegant and rare, and I'm showing admirable restraint. Yes, I am. Fancy Dan there, his name is Roy. He's treating me like I'm some kind of toy, and I'm being practically a saint. See how his partner struts and prances. That Siegfried thinks he's quite the dancer, but really, I'm the star of this show, which I know you know. Still, I guess I've got it good. 3 squares and a roof, so I guess I can put up with that fool and his stupid megaphone. But sometimes I dream of India, and I'm lying in the sun beside the sea. Life was harder then, it was harder then. But I was free. What's that fool Roy doing now? I think he's trying to get me to growl and give these folks a thrill for their applause. Just because. I think I'll give him a little slap. Just an easy-teasy little love pat. Not enough to hurt. Just to remind him who's boss. Because last night I dreamed of India, and I was lying in the sun beside the sea. Life was harder then, it was harder then. Okay. But I was free. I didn't mean to hurt him. He's such a little squirt. But when the crowd began to scream, well, it was totally worth it. Because last night I dreamed of India, and there I was, beside the sea. Life was harder then, it was harder then. So, I was
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Great tune.
I'd say it was with my tongue in my cheek, but it's very hard to sing that way.
It is. Well done. Well, for some reason, my internet connection's been a little unstable over these last 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe it's the wind picking up and it's certainly...
Somebody watching a movie at your house?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to text wife saying my internet is unstable. All right.
We are on our last round as of now.
Okay, this is the last song. So why don't I do a different song here than the one I was planning to do? Well, thank you for having me, Jan. It was great to meet you in Texas. I'm thankful that I walked over to Kick Butt Coffee that morning to get a cup of coffee, and I saw your name on a flyer, and I'm like, I have to find her.
That's what he's talking about. Is on the second Sunday of every month I do this show, but live. So
right.
Seth, next time you're in Austin, and
Sounds
Aaron,
good.
next time you're in Austin.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I actually have booked a couple of Texas dates for 2026, so I'm gonna let you know what that is. I haven't actually set. We have a month. We don't have a date, so but I'll be letting you know.
Do that.
2026. Can't believe we're.
I know. When you said it, I thought, but that's years from now. Good for you for booking that far in advance. Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
He's very deep in thought at your comment, or his screen has frozen.
Yeah, his screen is frozen. His internet is definitely not up to the task here.
Well, maybe his wife is watching a movie, and then maybe they're all watching a movie now.
Everybody in the neighborhood, eh?
Yeah. Well, shall I?
Yeah, I guess so.
And then he'll
We'll
take,
just change
we'll,
the
we'll
order
swap,
for the moment.
Swap spots.
Yeah.
All right. Here
Whoops.
we go.
There he goes.
Oh, like a stranger in the night.
Yes.
All right.
But the good side of that is that now he knows there's a problem too.
Yes. Yes. Hey, Jan, where did we meet? I was thinking, like, did
We
we
met
know each
at the
other from?
Jerusalem
So you
Song
you
Circle.
were in like online one, or
Yeah, yeah.
were you in Israel? Like how are
I
you?
was in Israel in 2016, but we did not meet them. We met
Okay.
on one of Philippa's
Okay.
song circles.
Okay.
I
Very cool.
regularly attend,
Yes.
and one of the things I do there, besides introduce new songs and advertise this show, is
Yeah.
I poach people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Well, very cool. Well, I'm glad she came to see me one night in the Mike's place in Jerusalem, and then I was on there, and then we met through there. So all the things have happened for us to have connected. I'm glad they happened just that way.
Yeah, me too.
Very cool.
And I gather you know our friends Annie and Mike.
Probably from seeing them, probably from the circle.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, very cool, very cool. All right. Well, I'll end with a song that I wrote while I was living in Israel. I was living in a little neighborhood called Bat Galim in Haifa, and it's called Lighthouse, about how we all hopefully have a lighthouse of some sort in our life, whether it's a person or music or something like that. And I think it's Shane, you want to sing with me? Want to come over?
You definitely need to give your background vocals a raise.
Yeah, Shane, come on over if you want to. Ready? Will I stay in the Holy Land? Will I play in the holy band? Will I ever understand? It's really hard to say. Let's take it day by day. But if I had to guess, what are the chances it turns out this way? I've been looking all around, but still haven't found that one thing to make me stay. Sometimes I wonder what it's all about. Do I really even want to go on? Good God, and maybe I'd be better at the bottom of the ocean. Is it time to get gone? If I had a lighthouse when I'm lost at sea, a lighthouse, I feel you close to me. A lighthouse out there alone. A lighthouse that lets me know I'm home. Bum brum bum 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 ba-da-dum bum brum bum bum bum. Good God, and bum brum bum bum ba-da-dum ba ba boom boom ba-da-dum bum. Will I wake up from this dream? Will I stay here in Bat Galim? Will I keep flowing gently down the stream, merrily along? Life is like a song, but when you think of this tune, dance in the chaos and notice the moon and be sweet to each other. Will it be alright? Well, here's hoping when one door closes, another door opens to guide your way. Sometimes I wonder what it's all about. Do I really even want to go on? Good God, then maybe I'd be better at the bottom of the ocean. Is it time to get gone? If I had a lighthouse when I'm lost at sea, a lighthouse, I feel you close to me. A lighthouse out there alone. A lighthouse that lets me know we're home. Boom, 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 da 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 da. Good God, and boom, boom, bam, boom, 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 da da dum dum. Will I stay in the Holy Land? Will I play in a holy band? Will I ever understand? It's really hard to say. Let's take it day by day. There we go.
There.
Janet, yes, Bat Galim, you were there in 72. Incredible. So
We didn't make it as far as that. We were mostly in the center or up north.
okay. Well, if you ever have a chance, Bat Galim is a beautiful, beautiful little neighborhood right by the sea.
Sorry I missed that, man.
Oh, no worries. I'll send you a link to it. It's on YouTube.
Please do.
Yeah.
Actually, this whole show will be on YouTube. So anything that you heard that you want to hear again, there is a way to do that. It's on my channel, youtube.com/Jan Seides. So we're all there.
Yeah.
Which is good because I forgot to hit record when we started the show. So, but the reason I recorded is so that I can put it on YouTube for when that doesn't work, which is sometimes. Restream is not as perfect as they would like you to think. So Aaron.
Yes.
Yeah. Seth changed places with you, so it's your turn now.
Oh, is it? Okay, good.
Yeah.
We missed you again. It wasn't the
Yeah,
same.
well, better play while I'm still here before I get kicked off again.
Exactly.
Okay. Wrote this with Phil Henry. It's called Old Joe's Chair.
Aaron, we can't hear you at all. Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Sit me down in that old leather seat, put my feet up, spin me around and smile and call me by my name. Old Joe, he's a sight in his horn rims and white hair, and just like this barber shop, they don't make them quite the same. So take a little off the top, take a little off the sides, brush the burden from my shoulder, take the load off of my mind. Always find my way back there. He shakes his shears from the big blue jar, asks, how are you? And I tell him, Joe, I don't know where I dare begin. If I say it's been a damn hard year, would it be too honest? When Joe keeps on clipping, I know my secret's safe with him. So take a little off the top, take a little off the sides, brush the burden from my shoulder, take the load off of my mind. Always find my way back there to old Joe's chair. Old Joe. Joe's chair. Old Spice and hardwood floors and bad jokes from
Sure is a gorgeous song.
Yes. Oh,
Cliffhanger. I need to hear the rest of this song.
yes, because we already like Old Joe really well.
I know. My gosh. He's looking at us. Maybe it's on YouTube. We have to hear the rest of the song.
It's only recording there through here.
Well, maybe we'll have to ask him to send us a link to that song.
Yeah. Let me message him. He may not know he's off.
Yeah, maybe he's like, that was the best version I ever played of that song.
Yeah, really? That
What a beautiful
definitely
song.
will be the case.
That's always
one
how
you've-
it goes. When the record button is on, you know magic is going to happen.
Oh, there he goes. So now he knows. He didn't need me to tell him.
Mm.
Well, I'll go ahead then. How sad. That was a great song.
That was incredible. What a closer. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him to send me a link. Maybe he has it on somewhere. That song.
Well,
What was it called? Old Joe's Chair, did you say?
I think so, yeah.
Old Joe's Chair.
Oh, he's trying to get back in. Let's see if this works. And like I said, nobody's waiting for this stage. We can run a little over if we want to. So I told him we'll wait for him because we love the song and we want to hear the rest.
Yeah. It's like one of those in the 80s when they'd have those shows. It'd be like, it's almost the end of the show. They're not resolving it. To
Yeah.
be continued. How could
Yeah.
they do it?
Oh,
Remember that?
we took, this was when she was a teenager, early teenager. We took our daughter to see Lord of the Rings when they first put it. And you should have heard what she had to say when the to be continued came up at the end of that.
Ooh, what did
Yeah.
she say?
She was not pleased. Let's leave it at that.
She wanted another 3 hours. I'm not ready to get up yet.
Yeah. And as it turned out, it was 9 hours, and we would have happily sat through the whole thing.
Goodness.
Okay. Aaron, you're back, but your face is not showing. If you can hear me. Your name is showing. He's gone again.
Oh. Aaron is back in black. Well,
He'll play the second half after my song.
I will have to go a little, like pretty soon. I can't stay too much longer after our time.
Okay,
but-
well, I'll go ahead then, and if he can get back
And-
on, he can play the rest.
Yes, and I sent him a message to please send us a link to that song because it's
Yeah.
incredible.
So, what this is based on, actually, it's two things. The Japanese art of kintsugi, which I saw a video the other day that somebody posted, and it turns out it's not just that the thing broke. Kintsugi is when you take a piece of ceramics like a bowl or a vase or a jar, and it's broken, and you put it back together again with gold infused glue and a number of other things that you can do to it. And at the end result is even more beautiful than it was when it was whole. That was one thing. And then the other thing was Leonard Cohen's everything has a crack. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in, because I think that's also how the light gets out. Every lesson you learned is gold. Every scar where you healed is strong. You may once or twice have been broken, but you've done nothing wrong. Every outcome that didn't match all your plans and all your dreams, all that beauty you think you lack, is ablaze for all to see. 'Cause your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you you. And the cracks are there, so your light shines. Your light shines. Every obstacle in your path, every trial you rose above, all those faults that you think you have, well, they are why you are loved. 'Cause your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you you. And the cracks are there, so your light shines, your light shines. It's true, you are not perfect, but no one is perfect, and that matters so much less than you'd expect. 'Cause your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you you. And the cracks are there, so your light shines, your light shines, your light shines through, your light shines through. It's what makes you you. And the cracks are there, so your light shines, your light shines through. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thanks. So, Aaron, the
Yeah,
latter
sorry
half
about-
of your song, if I thought you were doing it, I'd be really mad, but I know you're not, so I'm not.
Yeah, no, it's I did, in Back to the Future, that scene where he can't get the car to work, so he just bangs his head against the wheel. That's kind of what I just did. I mean, I just kind of turned off the Wi-Fi and turned it back on again. So I don't know how long it'll last, but that's kind of,
That works with the TV.
yeah, works with the computer. It's
So about that second half before you get
yes.
summarily
Okay.
dismissed again.
Take a little off the sides, brush the burden. So take a little off the top, take a little off the sides, brush the burden from my shoulder, take the load off of my mind. Always find my way back there. Old Joe's chair.
While you're between verses, click that original sound thing again.
Oh boy. All right.
All right.
Old Joe's chair. Old Spice and hardwood floors and bad jokes from before the war, and Polaroids on the walls from days gone by. And now men don't gripe, men don't do sad, But sitting here I feel like I'm talking with my dad. First moment's peace I've had in a long, long while. Turns me round with a wink and hands me a mirror. And I tell him, Joe, I swear I look like a new man. And he says, son, you could never get too many haircuts. Don't be a stranger, and he offers me his hand. So take a little off the top, take a little off the sides, brush the burden from my shoulder, take the load off of my mind. Always find my way back there to old Joe's chair. Old Joe's chair. Old Joe's chair. Old Joe's chair.
Gorgeous.
That was worth the wait.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate you waiting for that, and thank you for hanging in there with
Yeah,
me.
no, that's a great song. So the time has come and gone. So let's can we all uncloak to say goodbye?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Great to be with you
Yeah.
all.
Great
Yeah.
to see you.
Great to meet you, Aaron. I hope to hear you live one of these days.
Same here. Same here. If you ever
Thank
find
you all
yourself
for
in
being
Valley,
here, and also
Thank you,
the people
Jan.
on Facebook.
Yeah, thanks for
I'm
joining.
going to end the stream now, but we are so delighted that you came and listened. And hello to everyone. In the chat or in the comments, you'll find the tip jar should you be so inclined. But it's been a pleasure singing for you. So
Thanks